I can't attack him. So we're just gonna keep dodging. The music is so good in this game. Oop, out of the way. The whole aesthetic, the art style, and music is just so good. And then that was it. This is the final fight, and he's down. So this is the game pretty much. In between boss fights in the story mode, I actually got an A rank on that. In between the boss fights on the story mode, you're gonna get like walking sequences where you talk to another character. And he's the story character, which I'm not gonna give away too much. You can see some artwork here actually, which is really cool. You see the cool. You guys, you get artwork when you do the boss rush mode. It's a lot of fun. So that's basically the game. Different bosses. This guy right here. You see him as you walk through. You do a slow walk through different environments, which are really cool looking, like these kind of striking environments with this really unique art style. And he gives you some background story stuff. Your character never talks so far. We'll go into one more practice fight. I don't want to do the story because you'll see some of the what might be a good story. I'm about halfway through it, so I'm not sure how good the story actually is, but it's intriguing. And each boss has different mechanics. So that was, you know, the chain. There's the strap, the line, the scale, and the hand. The scale was a really cool one for me. I think a couple of these guys, like this guy, the line, I had to do about 4 or 5 times before I beat him. The strap, the same thing. You're going to get stuck on some of these. They're difficult if you don't know what you're doing. I'm going to go into the scale. I think I one-shot him, but he had some cool, unique mechanics that I want to show off. The whole game, I think, is about 11. So here, this guy here, he's vulnerable to a lot of range attacks, but he does these like green line attacks that you can't stop, and will leave an effect on the ground that will hurt you if you walk over them. So he does a lot of area denial stuff, and he also does a lot of these hit combos, and he does some like stuff with clones of himself, which became really unique, I think, and I haven't seen a lot of bosses do that yet. Again, he has this like, there you go. There's some of this aerial denial stuff where he does these. And then when you get hit by his green, like, toxic stuff, you get this screen effect, which can make you disorientated. So makes this, ooh, and he does these really fast attacks. Like, he's much quicker than a lot of the other bosses. He parried me there. And sometimes you'll see them, they can do parries of their own, which become, you know, an issue. Whoop. Gotta be quick on this guy. Oh. Ooh. The dodges, you do have invincibility frames. If you dodge just at the right time, you can become invincible and dodge through those attacks. I hit him here and beat him phase 1. This guy has 6 phases, as you can see. He's many more phases than the other bosses. The first couple phases weren't that hard. Like, here you go. Here's some cool attacks. Like these weird, like, area denial stuff, which is super unique. A lot of fun. Like, whoop. And then he comes in for those quick attacks that kind of throw you off, and threw me off a lot. I'm going to try to dodge through that. You can dodge, you can just completely dodge out of the way, honestly, and it becomes not that big of a deal. Here's this kind of the same ability as last time, but this time it does swirl effects. Again, fairly easy to dodge, but it's just some completely different effects than the last guy's had. Oh, I keep missing those parries on that, though. I gotta stop missing those. We're almost through his health bar, though. Let's keep hitting him. He's an enemy that you want to do a lot of range attacks on as well. He's doing a lot of those attacks. Ah, parried. I'm playing really bad in this guy. He's one of the... There we go. Oop, he's only 2 attacks there. But he's one of the enemies that, while he's doing his ranged attacks, you can do a lot of damage with your range attacks on him. I didn't parry either. I didn't dodge either. I hit the A button, but I wasn't quick enough. Oh man, I'm really playing bad on him right now. I did miss it. Alright, there you go. That's good. You can see so what happens when you regain health. I lost a pip, and we restart the same phase from the beginning. So he's going to restart his range attacks, like he is right here, and we're going to go back into phase 1 again, and we're going to fight him down. We get 3 lives. When I beat this phase, you'll see that I... Oop, I'm going to dodge out of that completely. You'll see that I... There we go. That was much better. He actually had 3 attacks there, but I parried and hit him on the second one, so he didn't hit me with the third one. Keep hitting him with these and knock his health down. So you'll see once we get past this part of the fight, that I will regain 1 more health pip. So the pips at the bottom of my health bar, I'll regain 1 of those. But you only regain 1 per fight. So if you die too many times and don't beat the stages, you'll just lose and have to restart the entire fight. There's a perfect parry. Once you get the timing down, as you can see, it did a lot of damage with the perfect parry, and it knocks him down. It kind of gives you a reset. So it's a good little set. It gives you a good second to do a lot of damage. It regains some health, and it kind of gives you a reset on his abilities there. Ooh. Shouldn't have done that. And we hit him again, and we're almost gone through the stage now. Much better this time. of that attack, out of that attack. Once you get the pattern down, he usually does one way than the other way, so you kind of dodge around. You learn the boss patterns. It's kind of, I would akin it almost to like a Dark Souls style. Like everything is very deliberate. You can see this time he's coming out of the water and doing these like trying to trick attacks on me. This might be the stage. I don't know if this is quite the stage I was thinking of, but there's one more stage coming up. There you go. Here's some really interesting mechanics where he's dodging around a lot inside this room and doing these big AoE attacks that you kind of gotta dodge over or avoid. Do it again right here. Let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, there we go. Or he comes out of the water and does those parry attack, or those attacks you can parry. You don't always have a chance to hit him, but sometimes he'll stop and give you a chance to hit him here. Ooh, gotta get out of that. So, I would akin it to almost like Dark Souls style, where everything is very deliberate and you're learning boss patterns and attacks. Oh, he's gonna come bring me down. Look at the joysticks. Where you're learning all their patterns, you're learning their mechanics, and then you're probably gonna lose a couple fights against them the first couple times. Where you learn mechanics and learn what you need to do. They're all gonna use relatively similar mechanics. Like you're gonna have parry attacks when they highlight white on their melee attacks. You want to parry. You want to dodge all these ground effects with your dodge, and then you want to counterattack whenever you can. It's easy enough. Like the attack. Whoa. Like that, you want to parry. You want to dodge all the area of effect things on the ground. It's all about the same, but sometimes when you'll see them glowing orange and you can't hit them right now, so you know that you just got to dodge and parry attacks until they become vulnerable and you can hit them again. Some enemies you'll shoot them and they'll reflect bullets back at you, so maybe you don't want to do that. You know, there's lots of things that you're gonna play and you're gonna learn, and you're gonna just learn all of their. Ooh, like that's a harder one to dodge because it's a close range barrier, which is a pain. Oh. Dodge those and go back. Hit him there. There we go. Perfect parry again. Regain some health, do a ton of damage, and go into the third phase. And here we go. He's into this ability again. And while he's doing this, again, I want to hit him with the range attacks. In this one, he has a lot of really fast and closely put together melee attacks that you gotta parry really quick. I think this is the part I had trouble on, is I'd lose his parry attacks a lot. So he does like 1-2, and then you get a slight pause, and he goes 1-2 again. But other than that, oh, this is the part. This is really cool, where he's got a lot of clones. This part got hard because he's doing a lot of these swirl attacks. A lot of them are putting these attacks out like this, and you can see that if you tank one of them, you'll stop it before it swirls, so you don't really want to do that. The way you regain the fight is you just kill all of his clones and he comes back. I thought that was a really cool kind of effect. There we go. You can see I got a perfect parry there and knocked him out of his attack animation and saved myself for 2 more attacks. Ooh. Oh, he parried me. They can parry you as well if you attack when you shouldn't be attacking. So you gotta watch out, and you don't want to hit them before they're ready to be hit, because otherwise they can parry you back and do quite a bit of damage. You can see while he's dodging right now, that means I probably shouldn't be attacking him yet. There you go, dodge those. Got another perfect parry on him. It feels really satisfying though, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, fighting through these guys, getting those perfect parries off, dodging their abilities, it feels really good to get a perfect parry off, or to parry all their attacks, turn around, just smack them 3 times. All the sound effects in the game are really cool. The sound effects are great. The music is great. You get some real cool, like, electronic here. Oh, the sound effects are wonderful when you do a perfect parry. The visuals are really cool. It's a really unique art style. Your character, at first I wasn't sure, he looked really weird, but like these boss designs are all so unique. There's lots of neon colored lights. Everything is very telegraphed. Like it's a game that is it's difficult, but it's difficult in a very fair way. Like everything is very clearly telegraphed here. There's no weird ability that I'm not seeing. It's all bright green against the background. Nothing blends in. And it's like that deliberately, where the game's not about trying to trick you. It's about you just learning the patterns and just defeating an actually hard boss with some cool mechanics that you need to learn. The game's not there to throw, like, there's no, like, effects that you're not going to see coming or you're not going to see on the ground or something. There'll be a lot of them. There'll be attacks where there's just a lot of things happening at once and you need to just figure it out and do it. But it's not going to be anything to try to hide it from you and trick you. can see right here, he's doing a 2-hit combo, and then he is following that up into a... And he's doing a 2-hit combo and then following it up into a... Oh, there he parried me. So he's doing a 2-hit combo and following up into like a big area of denial AoE thing. Which thing I gotta try to map out here. Oh, hit him real quick. I'm missing a lot. This is probably another stage. I never lost the fight. I one-shot him, but there's definitely a couple times when I restarted stages because I wasn't sure of the mechanics. And that's the kind of cool thing about the life system, is that you get 3 tries on each stage pretty much. Not each stage, I guess, but you have 3 tries that you can go ahead and do, so you don't have to restart the entire fight. Because this fight, as you can see, is taking me about 10 minutes, and I've done this fight before. Where the first time I did this, you know, like I played against, I think the Strap, I fought about 4 times and probably spent about 45 minutes just fighting one boss. Just because that was... Oh, this was a stage that I had some trouble with. This was a difficult one. So this is a good example of where things get... Everything's very clear for me. I'm missing a lot of these dodges here. I'm missing a lot of the dodges here. I'm probably going to lose. Yeah, I'm probably going to die here. I had to redo this stage about 4 times probably, or 3 times I think. I think I wasted all my lives on this stage. Yeah. Okay. We can try beating it. You can see it gets pretty intense. Alright, one more time maybe. Otherwise I've pretty much shown you all of it. I don't want to show you all the bosses because then you're going to see everything the game has to offer. And I kind of, if this is the kind of game that you're into, then you should definitely check it out for yourself. It is not that much money. I totally forgot to get the price before I started recording this, but I can tell you it's not super expensive for what it is. It's a really good value. And you should, if this is the kind of thing that's up your alley, give it a shot. 100%. It's a wonderful game. It's a very unique game. There we go. I think I might be okay here now. I just gotta dodge all these AoEs while dodging the floor effects. I might be okay, but I'm relatively low. Oh, I'm bad at dodging. I'm bad at... Oh, man. Okay. It's hard because you got those squares and you gotta try to dodge in between these things that they come up quick. It's difficult. This is probably the phase that almost made me lose. I think I beat this phase my first time with about a sliver of health left. Because after you beat this, once you get past like just surviving the waves here, I think you just hit him and he just dies. You don't have to fight him after this. This is kind of the fight. So this is just all about surviving his bullet hell, dodge the waves on the ground kind of thing here, and it's a challenge, that's for sure. Man. Alright, so I'm gonna try to just kind of move slow, dodge, get next to the sides here so I can dodge through both. And that's kind of the only way you can do this, really. Dodge through that one, dodge through that one, dodge through that one, and that one, and... Oh, there we go. So it's one hit into the death. He's got parry and attack, and we beat him. So there we go. I almost died that one too. I died the first time I fought this for sure. I only got a D rank on that one. I didn't do very good. I had 3 knockouts there, which wasn't great. But that's kind of the game. Options wise, I mean, you get a how to play. You get little videos here which are nice. You can do charge shots in the parry, or as they call it, is a punish. Yeah. So after an opponent's attack, you want to do what they call the punish. I guess after you parry attack, dodge an attack, and he's vulnerable, you turn around, get him with a good 3-hit, 4-hit combo, rinse and repeat. It's a really great game. Play with the controller. If you want to play this game, you definitely should. The bosses are all very unique, very different bosses. So far, I fought them all, and they all have very different abilities. They're all the same in principle of your dodges, your parries, your dodge these ground effects, shoot these balls out of the sky, but they do different. It's all in different, or it's all different. The environments of the fights are very different. The bosses look very different. It's very unique. It's a great game. I've been trying to play. I've been going through them, kind of playing slowly, like one boss at a time. But the other day, I just sat down and tried to beat one boss I was stuck on, and ended up flying through 3 bosses because it was just so fun. I wanted to keep going. I beat that one guy, the old man, the lion or something like that. Let's see what it is here. So I sat down, I went to play the lion because I died him about 4 times. So I came back to it and said, alright, I'm going to try this again. I got an idea what I need to do. One shot him after I came back to the game, after losing about 4 times previously. Then I went to the scale and said, alright, let's try this guy, I want to see what he's like. And then I just kind of ended up beating him. and then I went to the hand. As I just kept going. Well, what's the next guy look like? What's this next fight? And I just kind of kept going through it. It's really easy to get stuck, really easy to get lost in the game, and just kind of keep playing. It's frustrating, but it's fair, and that's a good feeling. Is that I don't like games that frustrate you, that feel unfair. Where this game just feels very fair. Like, it feels like I'm messing up. It feels like I need to dodge better. I needed to parry those attacks better. I need to learn his attack patterns. And I've never gotten stuck to the point where I wanted to quit. It's more like, okay, that phase killed me, but what can I do better? What's the pattern here that I'm missing? And then you go through and you just all of a sudden destroy that phase, and it feels great. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That was checking out Furi, another game in my library that I'm about to finish up pretty quickly here. I'm gonna probably beat through the next couple days. I'm trying to get a video on War for the Overworld. That's the other game that I was playing next to Dungeons 2. After I quit Dungeons 2, I started this one up. I can't get my recording software to OBS, just doesn't want to record the video of it. So I'm gonna look at what I can do. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to go for one video a week right now, just because that works for me. I'm going to keep doing these kind of highlight videos, and we'll probably do some StarCraft or WoW stuff coming up. I'm still playing those games. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys have any suggestions for games that you want to see me check out, please go ahead and leave that down in the description as well. I might start some streaming relatively soon of, I don't know, games. A lot of WoW probably. I'm playing a lot of WoW before BFA comes out, but I'll leave a link to my Twitch down below, and just keep an eye out for some streams coming up maybe at night. They'll be pretty late at night, probably pretty chilled, laid back things, just kind of farming and WoW, leveling my my allied races, whatever I might be doing. But you know, just keep an eye out. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.